poppin' Real 16 TV. It's Cuz OP here back with another reaction. This time I'm reacting to Adam22 goes off on DW and interrogates Brick Baby about this. What the hell? Screen record started 3, 2, 1. I ain't gonna lie, the title just messed me up. Sorry, my nose is a little clogged.
DW Flame claims that another ex-employee, Dejan Paul, got popped at No Jumper. For a quick recap, DW Flame left No Jumper after Adam22 canceled his shows and other shows on the network. But DW Flame isn't going away quietly.
Adam, you're worried about the wrong thing, champ. You gotta worry about paying Dejan about letting him get shot at No Jumper by a fake security guard.
Brick Baby would jokingly regard this as snitching in a tongue-in-cheek way, but he really wasn't serious.
I'm like, man, but people took it like, oh, Sharp been told. Like, well, I'm like, nigga, told on what?
Speaking of snitching.
No, dog. Go home. We're not even doing that today.
No,
hell no.
I'm just saying.
What you got to say?
No, alright, we ain't got to say that. I'm just saying.
Like,
can you talk about a shoot that ain't been adjudicated?
I don't want to talk about me personally.
Alleged that nobody even knows what the f happened.
Adam was finally responding back to DW Flame. Now, Adam will firstly say that every employee at No Jumper and everybody who knows what took place or what didn't take place, they know that nobody was shot at No Jumper.
Some stuff about Adam, you don't want to pay a black man his money because he got shot at No Jumper, yada yada, which that to me was very concerning because I know what DW knows, and I know that DW, just like every single other person in this office, knows that nobody got shot at No Jumper. So that right there made me think maybe I kind of misjudged you, because it really didn't take a lot for you to come on here and start lying.
Fortunately for me, I have no idea what's going on because I'm never told anything. People think...
Look, so I don't disagree because I get what he's trying to say. It did take a lot for bro to not have his back no more. I get that shit, 100%. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right that he outed that business just because things didn't go the way that he wanted them to go. You know what I'm saying? I do think that's kind of strange, and that was kind of unfair of him.
I have a big mouth, so they don't tell me anything that happens. Alright, like, literally there's been some things that happen at No Jumper where I hear from people, yo, we were told to never tell you anything because you have a big mouth and you will put it on your channel. So fortunately, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna say this though. In the grand scheme of things, bro, none of this should be on the internet. Like, none.
And I ain't gonna lie, Poetic Flacco just said they make it very clear that they try not to give the information to the people that's gonna release it the easiest. And that includes him, so this wasn't supposed to be public knowledge.
Of this should have been on the internet. And I don't even blame DW Flame because most of this was already out. Like, all of this or most of it was already out. So DW Flame, you know, in hindsight, if we're being fair, didn't really break any type of pressing news. Now, Adam would say that DW Flame, though, adding the information that the security guard was the one that pulled the trigger or the one who shot Dejan. Adam says that was extremely unfair to the security guard because he didn't do anything to deserve being included in this narrative.
He was throwing somebody else under the bus right there, which is like, that person was always solid with me, so I never wanted to like put their business out there or talk about anything that was going on with this person. So like the idea of like exposing the circumstances, it's like...
So basically what he's getting at is, even though it happened at No Jumper, that doesn't necessarily mean that the shooting was done by a person that was gunning for No Jumper, or a person, it's, you know what I'm saying, or a person from No Jumper necessarily getting mad at Dejan. It seems like if this wasn't accidental, this was a personal issue.
It's not cool, because then that person's gonna have a harder time in life, and he didn't do nothing to involve himself.
And I just thought about that. That being said, from Dejan's standpoint, he probably like, well, I thought I was team No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you guys would have my back extra on there and be talking about it, and instead y'all kind of, you know what I'm saying, swept it under the rug.
Well, besides the obvious, he didn't do anything to involve himself in this situation. He doesn't deserve to be called out like that. I thought that was kind of lame to like throw his business out there.
After they got done addressing Dejan Paul and the mystery behind whether or not he was shot.
So the security didn't even necessarily do nothing from what he's saying.
Nah, they got down to the real business. The money, the paper, the bag. You see, DW Flame has stated in his response video exposing No Jumper that No Jumper don't really pay anybody, and he was actually charging under the table $5,000 for appearances on his No Jumper show.
Them niggas is not getting no chili over there. No chili. So, me being smart enough, I was like, okay, this is a good platform. Real quick, I could use. Boom. Talk to Adam, he like, I really don't pay niggas here. I give niggas like a couple $100 a show, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. I know what I'm gonna do. Being me, I'm 3 steps ahead. I'm like, I'm gonna get my own show, which I did. And then
Now I'm looking back at this. Did anybody else think that maybe that was a way of deterring somebody else from coming to work there, just because he already had in his mind he was about to limit? You know what I'm saying? Because he said like a month before he started thinking about the quality issues. DW probably was there like 2 months, maybe 3. I might not be being fair, but I'm gonna say 2 months. So maybe he already had in his head that he was gonna, you know what I'm saying, get rid of everybody. But then DW and all them came on, so it's like, all right, let's give this a chance, you know.
Ran up bands with my show. You feel me? I charge at least nigga $2,500 to $5,000 a show for my guests who come on and shit like that, nigga.
Brick Baby will respond back to DW Flame admitting
good money
that he was finessing and charging people under the table for No Jumper interviews. Brick Baby will say this was not cool because he was blowing up the spot, man. He was, he was.
And Brick Baby was doing it too. I ain't gonna lie to you, not even thinking about doing it too. Does that not lower the quality of like your interviews? Because now you're allowing people that might not even be necessarily ready. They just have the money. They can pay to play. You know what I'm saying? They got the money, but they don't necessarily mean they deserve the interview. And I'm not saying there's somebody I thought didn't deserve it, but wouldn't that lower the quality of what you guys are doing? You know,
blowing up the spot for people at No Jumper who were also charging, if there were any people there charging. Now here's the thing, right? Like, not too many people do interviews at No Jumper or have shows. I believe it's myself, Brick, Sharp, Remo, and Adam, right? And I don't charge.
I ain't gonna lie, Suspect don't got his own show, but you include Suspect as an interviewer, which I ain't been hearing about Suspect as much no more.
I mean, why would I, right? Like, and nobody else charge people, so.
Because that's the hope. And at the end, I said, like, nigga, don't let your emotions tell you.
He got his own show,
like,
I know
you
that.
Mm-hmm. Meaning, like, even from the paid interviews and shit like that, how the fuck you know who in the building doing all that shit? Like, like, we not, like I said in that interview, like, we not the ones. But what if it's other niggas that was finessing? And then, nigga, you give it up, trying to tell you, like, that put a microscope on them now that you gone. Whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
So basically what you getting at is you highlighting that there was a chance that he was using this to get paid. Highlighted, like you said, it opened up, you know what I'm saying? It opened up that Brick Baby was doing the same thing. Now we know Brick Baby doing the same thing. So now you got everybody else, like you said, under a microscope. They looking at literally everybody and being like, damn, have y'all niggas been charging this whole time for this shit, or have y'all been cool? Like, they really trying to figure that shit out.
Also,
Brick Baby would make sure to clarify, though, that he's not charging anybody for interviews, and he's not aware that anybody else is doing it, but he feels like DW Flame didn't know that, and, you know, as a street dude, you know, he should probably be more careful because he don't know, you know, whose spot he blowing up.
Fuck being a street dude, this regular business, boy. If we both sell potatoes, right? I sell the potatoes for $8, and then you somebody I know, and you pull up and you go, I'm gonna sell the potatoes for like $5, $6, right? You fucking up the spot. We should be selling this shit the same price. I think, like, I know that's the example seems different, but it's not different. It's not different in the grand schemes of, like, we should be on the same page with what we doing. We shouldn't be giving up the secret that everybody growing the potatoes for 0 cents and selling it for $5. We should act like it costs $5 to make these potatoes. You know what I'm saying? It's a business thing.
Well, it looks like Adam took notice of that little statement by Brick Baby. Now, mind you, this was like a 3-hour podcast.
Too. I apologize.
But Adam took notice of that little clip, man, because Adam will bring it up on the No Jumper show, right? Just to see what Brick Baby had to say.
Just the way that people got paid, or like saying that people ain't really getting paid in No Jumper. I heard people saying Brick Baby is mad because DW exposed the shit about Mustard Man and security or whatever. And I heard people saying Brick Baby's mad because he
Mustard Man
snitched on the jug of taking money for interviews because Brick Baby is doing that as well.
Listen,
I don't read too much into Brick Baby's face right now and him laughing and smiling.
Nah.
Because Brick Baby is a naturally happy person who giggles and smiles.
Nah, and the reason why I'm not gonna take it as a bad thing neither is because when you get called out for some shit that you really ain't do, and you don't think other people believe that shit, you gonna grin. Or if you doing that shit, you gonna grin too, cause you like, well, shit, I didn't know it was a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Because he's happy, right? But if Adam was looking at Brick
I
Baby,
knew it was a problem. I didn't think
to
nobody was gonna
determine
ask me.
Guilt or innocence, and he sees Brick Baby smiling like this uncontrollably, bruh. Like, Adam may be inclined to believe that Brick Baby is guilty.
Hey, that's just a theory that a few people anyway.
Number 1 and 3 are essentially the same thing with a little extra on it. That's
So,
the Parmesan on the fucking
no.
you know.
Brick Baby is mad because you are leaving. I'm not even mad, first and foremost. I'm not mad. I'm just going back because you said niggas ain't getting no chili up there. Like, you don't know.
I'm not aware of the form that the fan theory of Brick Baby being upset at DW Flame because he's getting money too under the table. I don't know where that like form is. I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's on Reddit or whatnot, but you know, I'm inclined to believe that maybe Adam mom was wondering and he had the question, you feel me, for Brick Baby. Now, Brick did a great job of sort of sidestepping the question, but Adam really wanted to know the answer to this because, like, 10 minutes later into the conversation, Adam will bring back the question and ask it again.
So, and then to address the selling the interviews, right?
Right.
I do more paid interviews with me leaving.
When you go to other people's platforms.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's like I barely do interviews by myself in order to sell them. Because I just start trying to neck them, like pause, like take it.
That do sound crazy.
Doing by myself, so it's like you.
I feel like
I was always told my whole life.
So basically, I didn't mean to cut him off, but basically, he's getting paid to go on other interviews. Like he like Charleston White, how Charleston White show up and he get 10 for the interview. He getting some payment range in that to show, and he been doing that. That's how I know who he is, for that matter. I think I seen him on a porch doing an interview when I was younger, and I can't think of who it was for. A Small Eye? It couldn't be Small Eyes. It was somebody who used to pull up on people. I ain't gonna lie to you, I just can't think of what it was for. It was one of the bigger ones. It might have been Vlad TV, and Vlad TV showed up. But he was sitting on like the porch and stuff outside. He been doing
You're a
interviews
white
forever.
man, he not buying nothing you say, but hey, bro, I'm on to you. Nah, man, but all jokes aside, bro, I don't feel like Brick Baby is doing anything wrong. I don't even feel like Adam thinks he's doing anything wrong. He just had to address it, because that was a narrative that was out there, right? But speaking of payments and who pays off a lot of people, is Diddy. All right, now click on this video right here to find out how the federal documents reveal the whistleblower that's responsible for Diddy's downfall. The man who's been telling all of Diddy's secret and who's responsible.
All right, so go check out that video if you like to. If not, I understand that as well. We're going to go ahead and say like, subscribe, and share. This is an interesting video. I've been doing a lot of videos on it, so I got a little bit more detailed things to say in the videos I'm doing directly on it. This one I was more like, I guess you could say, not critiquing Flacco, but joining Flacco in his review of the situation. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. Continue to fuck with me. Holler at me. Bye.